Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is yamimash here, and joining me today is my good pal Shane. Say what's up.
Hi guys, how's it going?
And today in this video, we're going to basically teach you the basics of Yu-Gi-Oh! Since some of you, well, a lot of you have no idea what's going on in my Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. So we'll go through the basics so you have, some understanding of how you played this game. So I think Shane has a little list of the things we're going to talk about. So you want to go through what we're going to talk about first, Shane?
Yeah, how you win.
Okay, alright, I'll go for this real quick. As you can see, at the top of the screen and the bottom of the screen, we both have a number with 8,000. That's life points. And basically, it's your life, and when it goes down to 0, you lose, you're dead. And to do damage and to lower their life points, it can be done through the cards you have in your hand. For example, this monster card right here. For example, Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress.
Oh dear.
Now, this card has, if you look at the bottom, it says attack points 1,400, defense 1,200. So, for example, if I were to, let's say, it's quite complicated, really, isn't it? If I was, for example, to summon this and attack him, he'd take 1,400. But we'll go through all those things in a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, he can take life points, or I can take life points through spells and traps, which are the green cards, which are the spells, and the purple cards are the traps. And they have different functions too, but we'll talk about that as we go into the video.
Yeah.
So to win the game, you put their life points down to 0.
Yeah. Your deck size is minimum 40, maximum 60. And to start the game, you draw 5 cards. And every turn thereafter, you draw 1.
Yes, so you go from 5 to 6, and then every turn you draw 1 more. So
Yeah. Alright, so you want to go through the monster spells and traps? What's the difference?
Okay, so here's the differences then. Monsters, you can only, you can only normal summon or set 1 monster per turn. And monsters have attack and defense. So, for example, I'm going to summon my Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress. And there's no problem there. There's no restrictions.
If you put him out vertically, that means he's in attack position. If you put him out horizontally, that means he's in defense position.
Yeah, so if he's in attack position, he has 1,400. If he's in defense position, he only has 1,200. Now, the difference between attack position and defense position is if he's in defense position and he were to destroy this monster with a stronger monster, I won't lose life points because he's defending me. But if he's in attack position,
like if I did this,
yeah, and for example, if he does Urabi with 1,500 and attacks my Winged Dragon, which has 1,400, I will take the difference in the attack points, so I will take 100 off my life points.
Yes.
But if he's in defense position and his Urabi attacks it, I won't take anything. Now here's the thing. We'll go through that. We'll go through tributing in a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me just show you the differences now between this and the green and the purple cards. The spell cards, I can play more than 1 per turn, and I can play them straight away. For example, if I wanted to, don't discard your hand, but I could play this card.
Yeah.
And you basically do what it says on the card, which is each player discards their entire hand and draws the same number of cards. And that basically means I would send these 4 to the grave, he'd send his 5 to the grave, and then I draw a new set, and so would he. Another card, for example, is if, for example, let's say he had a spell or a trap, I could play Mystical Space Typhoon, and I could destroy a spell or a trap. And I could play both the card destruction and the Mystical Space Typhoon in the same turn, because there's no limit as how many I can play. Now, trap cards are a bit different. You can't just activate a trap card. You have to set them first. So I have to put them face down on my field because, they're a trap. They're hidden. They don't know what it is. And then if they do something, I could, for example, activate the trap, and then he would, I'd use the effect on the card.
It has to be down for 1 turn before you can use it. It has to have passed your end phase.
Alright, I'll go through the phases real quick, actually.
Yes, I think you should.
So at the beginning of a turn, like he says, you draw a card. That's the draw phase, DP. SP, what's SP stand for, Shane?
Standby phase.
Standby phase, okay. Cards can be activated in the standby phase, for example, trap cards or quick play spell cards, or some monster effects. It really depends if anything happens in the standby phase.
Generally, the standby phase is used for when a card says, during the standby phase, do this. It's generally not used for anything other than that.
Yeah. Main phase 1 is the phase where you can summon monsters, play spells, set traps.
It's the main thing. It's the main place.
It's the main phase. Yes. Then the battle phase is when, for example, my winged dragon guarding the fortress would feel a bit frisky and want to attack something, or if I want to do damage to him. The battle phase is where all the battling happens. Main phase 2 is after the battle phase. It's after loads of shit has just happened, loads of monsters have died, and I want to set more spells or traps, or I want to do other things. And then the end phase is where I end my turn, and it'll be his turn, like this. So I ended my turn.
End your turn? Alright, so it's my turn now. So I'll be able to draw a card. I start my turn, I draw a card. Now, I think we should actually go through a bit of gameplay here and do a couple of turns, just show everyone how it's done. So, let's see. He has a 1400 attacking winged dragon guarding the fortress, and no trap cards to back it up. So, we can feel pretty good summoning our Urabi, put it in vertical, which is normal summoning.
Attack mode, yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to just go to the battle phase, and we're going to attack his winged dragon guarding the fortress number 1.
Okay, so in this situation, my winged dragon would go to the graveyard. It's a graveyard. It's where people die. It sucks. And then, like I said, I would take the difference in the life points right there. So I would go down from 8,000 to 7,900 life points.
Yeah.
Now, shall I show how a trap card will work in this situation?
Well, we'll play a couple of turns, and we'll see how the trap cards work, yeah?
Okay.
I think that it'll help people a lot to do that. All right, I don't feel like putting any things down, so I'm just going to end my turn, and it's going to be Aaron's turn. He gets to draw a card, and now it's your turn from here, dude.
All right. So I'm going to normal summon Mammoth Graveyard in attack mode. Unfortunately, my Mammoth Graveyard is not as strong as the Urabi, so it'd be stupid if I were to attack it, because then my Mammoth Graveyard would die and I would take 300 life points. Yes. But I'm going to be forced to set a trap card.
It could be a trap card, bro.
So I'm setting a couple cards. He has no idea as to what they are, so that keeps things interesting. And, you know, I'm going to set another one.
Oh, 3. All right. My Urabi's really good. So I think he's got no trap cards. I'll just attack. Go, Urabi, attack!
You activated my trap card! I can now play my purple trap card because I've set it for 1 turn, and now because he's attacked me, I can now use his effect. So I can use reinforcements.
Oh no!
What it does is it increases the attack points of my Mammoth Graveyard by 500, putting it to a total of 1,700.
I attacked it. Oh dear.
Oh no, he did not know this was going to happen.
My Urabi is going to the graveyard, and I take 200 damage. Oh no.
And now I'm in the commanding lead.
This should never have happened. But I have a backup plan. My Kimori dragon in attack mode.
This is during main phase 2.
This is during main phase 2, of course. I cannot do this in the battle phase.
Yeah.
I can't attack anymore, but my monster is stronger than his, so I think I've got this, guys.
Okay, I'm in a bit of a pickle right here, but I just did Heart of the Cards and drew a more powerful monster. I can now summon Dragon Zombie.
Oh.
So I'm going to go to the battle phase, and my Dragon Zombie is going to destroy his Komori Dragon. He takes 100. And now I'm going to show you something we haven't explained yet, is when he has nothing on the field, I can attack him directly. Yep. And he will take the full attack points of my monster.
1,200 damage.
Always works out quite well. And then I'm going to end my turn.
Alright, I'm going to draw a card. I just drew a spell card, which I'm going to play.
Ooh.
The Inexperienced Spy.
Inexperienced Spy? Oh no, you can select to see 1 card in my hand.
So on Dueling Network, you can click on cards and it'll highlight them.
Oh no, I have to reveal it.
Yes.
It's my card
I know you have
destruction.
card destruction. He can destroy my most powerful card with that.
Is it Blue Eyes White Dragon?
It is my Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm going to normal summon
Oh no, Rogue Doll!
in attack position. And because his Mammoth Graveyard has less attack points, I'm going to attack it.
Unfortunately, Shane has activated another trap card.
Another trap card?
The Wobbaku.
Not Wobbaku.
I take no battle damage this turn.
His monsters are safe for now.
For now. Now, guys, I'm going to show you something called a Tribute Summon. Now, if we look at these cards, they have stars underneath their name. The Mammoth Graveyard has 3 stars, and so does the Dragon Zombie. The Rogue Doll has 4 stars. Now, monsters with 4 or less stars can be just summoned, you know, normally. I can summon them in attack mode or set them in face-down defense mode. But if a monster has more than 4 stars, this is where tributing happens. A monster with 5 or 6 stars requires 1 tribute, and then I think 7, 8... What happens after 8 stars?
8 and plus is 2.
7, 8 and plus is 2. So this card in my hand has a total of 7 stars, so I can now tribute 2 cards. My Dragon Zombie
Magician.
and my and my Mammoth Graveyard to summon the Dark Magician.
He has the Dark Magician.
I have the Dark Magician. And now, things are going to get a bit bad for Shane, because my Dark Magician is going to destroy his Rogue Doll.
Holy shit, 2,500 damage.
He's in a bit of a pickle right here, so I'm just going to end my turn.
Okay. Well, I'm in a bit of a pickle right now. I'm going to do something we haven't shown you yet.
Okay.
I'm going to put a monster in defense mode. And when you do this, the monster comes face down.
You can't summon it in face-up defense.
Yeah, that's something you can't do. But when you do this, it allows you to defend, and your opponent doesn't know what you've put down.
It could be an effect monster.
It might have a trap ability in.
So it's a bit worrying as to what it could be. Monsters with effects I don't think we've really gone through yet.
We will do that in the next part.
Yeah, we'll do that soon.
Unless you just randomly drew one, which is very simple.
If need be, I could just go through my deck, grab an effect monster, and then we could go through it. Since that is a basic thing that we should really explain. But I'll just attack this for now.
I'll tell you, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to, I'll do it the next turn, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
I'll just grab this.
Yeah.
Alright, he's attacked my face-down defense position monster.
So now he's going to reveal it.
And it has 1,000 defense, and it will go to the graveyard and die. I won't take any damage because it was in defense mode.
It was defending him.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go into my main phase 2. I'm going to summon an Ancient Elf, and then just end my turn.
Alright, so his monsters are getting more and more on the field. So I've got to defend myself. And I can't do anything else, so I'm going to end my turn.
So let's pretend I didn't see what he added to his hand, and I'm feeling quite confident right now. So I'm going to go to my battle phase, and I'm going to attack his face-down monster with my Dark Magician.
Okay, we flip this monster up.
And it has an effect. It's an orange
This is an orange card. This has an effect. It says Beast Effect on it. And its effect is Flip, which means when it's flipped up from being face down, it has the effect of select one monster on the field and return it to the owner's hand. And I'm going to choose the Dark Magician.
Oh no, my Dark Magician!
So he has to tribute for it all over again if he wants it out.
Okay, so it goes back to my hands.
And then Hain dies because it got attacked by a 2,500 attacker.
And he takes no life points. But then, of course, I could attack directly.
Yep.
And then main phase 2. I'll set this in my turn.
Okay.
What have we not gone through yet? Grab it. Have you got any equip cards in your deck?
Yeah, I'll grab one.
Yeah, grab one of those. And if there's anything else you see in your deck we haven't gone through, grab that as well.
I think that's pretty much it. I'll go equip.
Alright.
Two-hand.
Dark Energy, alright.
Alright, I'm going to gnaw some of my Ryokushin Power.
Ryokushin Powered!
Alright, this is an equip spell card. This is equipped to my Ryokushin Powered.
And then we do the effect on it.
Yeah, increase the attack and defense of a Fiend-type monster, it's a Fiend, by 300 points. So it's now on 1,900. It's very powerful, and it's going to attack the Mystical Elf.
Okay, so this goes to the graveyard, and I'm going to be taking 450 life points right there.
And I'll end my turn. Do you have anything to destroy me?
Oh yes, yes I do. Because the Dark Magician has returned!
No!
So Soul Exchange, I target one of his monsters and use it for a tribute, so I can use one of my monsters and one of his to get my Dark Magician back out.
You know, Soul Exchange is one of the best cards that has ever been made. I can't, but I missed that card.
It was so good, especially in Monarchs.
Yeah, the Monarch days. Oh my god.
Zaborg, Vestalos, Soul Exchanges, Apprentice Magicians, Gravekeeper Spies, Mystic Tomatoes. Oh, it was such a good day.
Where's man? Alright, I think we're
I think we've explained everything. Let me just go through my deck. I'll grab a field spell and I'll explain that real quick.
Yes, field spell.
If there's anything else, I don't think there is. Yeah, I'll just grab this.
Just grab Kaizi and show that off quickly, just how that would work.
Yeah. Oh, I grabbed a Yami, lol.
Yeah, Yami. Ukaizi, this is a card that inflicts direct damage to his life.
So I take 800. You don't have to lower their life points just by monsters. There's actually, you could just use a bunch of spells and traps that do damage. And back in the day, it was called a burn deck. It was actually a top tier deck at one point, burn.
Yeah, it's something. I mean, it's something that if you don't have the cards to get past, is one of the hardest things to.
Yeah, you just use stall cards and then use life point damaging cards, and then they can't kill you, but you can kill them. For example, Swords of Revealing Light is a stall card. That'd be good in a burn deck, because he can't attack for 3 turns. But anyway, I'll activate a field spell card. As you can see, the background's changed. Field spell card basically well, it does what it says on the card. All Fiend and Spellcaster monsters gain 200 attack and defense.
That spell stays there until it's
Yeah.
removed. It's the field. It changes the landscape.
So it's quite an interesting card, but I think we've pretty much gone through everything in the beginner episode.
Yeah, I think that was a fantastic episode done now.
Alright, have you checked everything on the notepad just to make
Yeah,
sure?
we went through it pretty much straight away, dude.
Alright, so in the next one, we'll go to intermediate levels. We'll talk about spell speeds. What else do you think we'll talk about in that?
Chaining.
Chaining, yeah, that's a good idea.
That's
Yeah,
a
we'll
tough
go
one
through
to-
more complicated stuff. So in this one, it's the basics. So hopefully you guys have more of a clear understanding on how this game works.
Yep. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you guys.